What is up, guys? And the Knicks take down the Philadelphia 76ers with a score of 104 to 101. I don't even know. It's just still says NYK leads 1-0. They lead 2-0. And, uh, I just need to refresh that. I didn't want to do it now. I forgot to do it, obviously. It was in my Chrome. You know, so we're looking at it, and I think the last possession was big. And I think I need to break it down here for you guys because it was a hard possession to break down. It was a hard possession. Everybody's going out crazy over that possession. And I think, yes, there's a foul. Obviously, there's a foul on Maxey definitely got harassed. Maxey definitely should have maybe did a restricted, whatever it's called, on Jalen Brunson. Yes, he got grabbed. And I mean, is this new? Like, are we thinking this is new? The refs do this every single damn game, and they get and they don't even get anything from it. Adam Silver just protects these refs. Shout out Adam Silver, great commissioner, in my opinion. But it's just those stuff is just really what kind of confused me about Adam Silver. He doesn't really care. I mean, these games are getting out of hand. That got out of hand. Shout out the Knicks. They wanted it more. I'm going to say the Knicks wanted it more. Again, the 76ers had plenty of opportunities. Plenty of opportunities. Plenty of them to just steal the game without having to, oh, Nick Nurse called a timeout. Oh, Tyrese Maxey is getting held. No, you could have won the game by avoiding all that by just getting a freaking rebound after the first time DiVincenzo 3. But you couldn't box out. Isaiah Hartenstein goes up, gets another rebound, throws it down to Anunoby. Anunoby throws it back out to DiVincenzo. 3-point made. I go crazy. And the whole garden just turns upside down. You could have all avoided that if you grabbed the rebound. And you could have all avoided everything if Kyle Lowry made that free throw. Those are the type of things that you cannot, as a coach, you are a professional. You need to if you're a coach like Nick Nurse, stop telling me, all this stuff about, this is a bad call, and you went on and on. You even talk about the missed opportunities you had, the times that you could have won the game, bearing all these bad calls, you could have won the game. You need to be a professional here, Nick Nurse. You need to. I get it. Terrible calls at the end of the game. The Knicks wanted more. The Knicks also wanted it more. So, with all that being said, you need to be a professional and realize to your team, damn, we had a few opportunities to win this game. Free throw, Kyle Lowry missed. Rebound, Donte DiVincenzo makes that three, misses that three, and then you don't get the rebound. And again, just hold that ball. Maxey needs to secure that rebound and just use his size or do something else than just get trapped in the corner. Which is the worst place to be trapped in, right by the Knicks bench. I think it was the Knicks bench. It's the worst place to be trapped. You just fall to the ground. You just flop to the ground. And then also, there was just a lot of stuff in this whole play. Like Nick Nurse trying to call a timeout. What's this half timeout? What is this? So we're gonna call a timeout first. But then you're like, the ball goes in, but then you call it again when the ball's on the floor and when it's 50. You need to know as a coach what the heck is happening. And also, Kyle Lowry, you need to go point at the ref. You count the like 4, you point at the ref, and you're like, I need a timeout. You cannot be trying to throw something in that isn't gonna work. The Philadelphia 76ers did not have a good inbound play. I bet if he calls a timeout, goes to the ref, hey, timeout, 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 timeout. Points to the ref like this, goes timeout. Nick Nurse draws up a play. He's one of the best coaches that just draw out plays X's his nose, gets the ball in. The 76ers win this game. But because Kyle Lowry wanted to throw some bull shit in, this all just could have been what's the word? It all could have been avoided. This all could have been avoided, and the 76ers all could have avoided this. It's a mix of all this stuff. Yes, there were some terrible calls at the end, but 76ers still had a chance to lose, and the Knicks grabbed that because they're just the type of team. You cannot be playing with your food against the Knicks. You cannot be playing with a win against the Knicks. You got to grab that basketball, hold it to your chest. We want this win now. You have to foul me. But no, they just loosely, throw the ball. You're gonna have to actually, you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to really win these games. Like you're not gonna have to go up by 5. Now once the game's over, let me just throw the ball. No, the Knicks are just there. They're gonna be there the whole entire game. They have perseverance. You scout for that too. This Knicks team doesn't go away. You got to make them go away, and the 76ers didn't do that. Josh Hart, I mean, man, he was hitting those threes in the first half that were crazy. I didn't know if that was the Josh Hart that I saw in the regular season, man. It's just a different person. The way he just stepped to the occasion, the way he has embodied New York by getting the floor, play on max, be beautiful. He didn't foul. He did not foul. That was not a foul. When he grabbed and looked, that was not a foul. It was a good job. He's bodies New York right now with the way he hustles, the way he hit that three, got the crowd going, and we were just relying on him a lot. I know it ain't a good recipe to win a playoff game, but damn, it was tonight. Joshua playing out of his mind, and that really made his teammates feed off of that. Because if Josh Hart's playing well, he's that type of player. There was a lot of players out there like a Josh Hart. Like I'm not, but there's a lot of players like Josh Hart. If they get on fire, the team gets revved up. I'm already thinking of somebody in is a Patrick Beverly. Once he goes crazy, the whole team is gonna lift up their spirits. Draymond, if Draymond gets going, the team is gonna lift up. It's that type of players that once they get going, the team gets going with them. Some players they just get going and no one else really stepped. Like Devin Booker this season against the Pacers, he stepped up and he played very well. No one else can play. Not their standards. So there's players that are important. Josh Hart's an important player because once he gets hot, the players feed off of him. Jalen Brunson is getting guarded very well, and the Knicks need to figure out how to get him open. I trust Thibodeau in the way he can coach out of that, but you have 2 days of watching film with Brunson. Realize how can you get your All-Star open? How can you get your MVP candidate open? It's a hard kind of contrast with the Vegas because Isaiah Hartenstein can hit him on those backdoor cuts, but also, is he playing that good defensively? We'll talk about that later. Because he is. But again, you want to play Mitch. So how do you get Jalen Brunson open? How do you run a play that they haven't seen before and get him open? I think the whole team needs to be on that kind of task of just how can we get Jalen Brunson open? If you're Josh Hart, how can you get you? If you're Isaiah Hartenstein, how can you? Like everybody needs to be able to figure out how to get Jalen Brunson open. Second half, iHeart. Let me shout out him a little bit because of just the way he played in that second half. Just he kind of locked up Embiid, just got those rebounds, was very impressive offensively, hit some floaters. I mean, he was big in getting off that. What again? Another guy fed off of Josh Hart. He was getting some good passes from Jalen Brunson. I think Jalen Brunson's best plays in this game were the pass to iHeart where he dunked it. Like those are the type of plays that are big because Jalen Brunson's gonna get a lot of bodies. So once you can throw that ball down and give it to Isaiah Hartenstein when he's wide open, that's big. That's big because then the defense just doesn't know what to do. Too many step in threes for Embiid. That's one of my things. I know it ain't. You're probably gonna want to take that. You're probably gonna want to give that to him. But again, that knee, man, you gotta catch it. You gotta catch it. Like you're gonna have to post up and get it. You have to move and post up and get it because you just stepping into threes is too easy. It's way too easy. It's way too easy. Been knocking them down this series, just stepping up into them. So you got to be able to fight and not let him get those threes off that are way too easy for him. I'm actually getting all the way to the paint, and it's way too easy. It's way too easy for the Knicks. I mean, there's a one play where Embiid set a screen, and Tyrese Maxey went right down, got an easy layup. I don't know why they didn't run that more. They ran at the start of the fourth. They didn't run that again. Like, dang, like, man, like, come on. I mean, I know, love it. Nick Nurse, do whatever you want to. Like, if you don't want to run your best play again, be my guest. But yeah, that got Tyrese Maxey downhill, and I know because of the sheer the pop ability of Joel Embiid this series, and they could really run that a lot. But don't tell Nick Nurse that, because he just doesn't know what he's doing in that fourth quarter. Had a completely terrible fourth quarter of coaching. Definitely out of character. So I'm not going to go like, oh, Nick Nurse is a bad coach. That was definitely out of character for him. Shout out Nick Nurse, the man of X's and O's. But Donte, what a bounce back for him, man. There's a lot of stuff about, oh, he's not a playoff. No, he's a playoff player, because it's not just his three-point shooting. He's not a spot-up shooter like a Grayson Allen. He does it differently. He can run around screens. He can get the ball and score off of pick and roll. He's a very good at just getting the ball and creating plays now. So he's a different player than your Grayson Allen. Like, he's not your typical sit in the corner type of guy. He's gonna get around screens, and yes, when he gets to the playoffs, those typical sit in the corner type guys are gonna get limited. But I think DiVincenzo got on the run, was able to make plays, and able to hit that 3-1 shot at the end of the game. Played great. OG, he gave us some offense from the mid range, which I want to check, because people are saying he's not existent, but I feel like he was existent in that game. Not we didn't really see the big defensive plays, but 10 points, okay, it's probably not existent. But again, hey, he hit some mid-range shots where we needed. It felt amazing because the Knicks half-court offense was awful. So once we got like a person who could create for himself, it was like, oh my goodness. So OG, I know we had some possessions of that. That's why it just showed out so big. That's just how bad of our half-court offense is right now. Zone the fourth for Philly. They ran some zone in the fourth, and just who made two threes? Not DiVincenzo, not Brunson, not Hart. I know not Hart because he's been in three, so that's another. But Bojan Bogdanovic knocked down two threes, which he's probably gonna end up with like 9 or something. But again, his play, if you watch it, 6 points, but that changed the game, because once they went man, the Knicks were able to take advantage of that, because their run zone, I feel like it wouldn't have went well. Knicks weren't shooting the ball well, but Bojan making those 2 threes made Nick Nurse think about it. And again, I just do WTF at the end because I didn't know what the hell happened. Man, it was a very good game, and I love this team and the way they compete. And I think I already said that, but the way they compete, man, it's great to see this team be able to compete like that. And this team has been through some wild sequences. The Knicks, man, they live off of those wild sequences. But hey, you got to find a way to get Jalen going. That's one thing. Got to find a way to get him going, but you got to find a way to get that half court offense going. I know it might just be the answer, just get Jalen go. But again, there's other players in this team that can show up offensively in half court. I think OG needs some bigger games defensively and offensively. I think he had some few stretch, but again, look, we're asking for a lot more with your price, man. I know 21-2 when you're playing, but man, you're gonna have to give us more than just 10 points, 4 for 9. You need to give us more, especially with Jalen struggling. I like some of the Jalen shots though. Sometimes he just forced up a 3 at the start of the game where it was just man, that freaking field goal percentage is not gonna look good. But hey, he was having some shots that wouldn't normally fall and they missed. But again, the length of Philly. I don't think any team has length like Philly in that Eastern Conference in that type of bubble we're gonna play like a Bucks, like a Pacers. That bubble, like a teams that we're gonna face. I don't think they have length like the 76ers. So that's a good thing. But again, figure out that length. Figure it out. Jalen's gonna see a lot more if he can't get off this this playoff series. So peace, have a nice day, and let's go Knicks. Bye-bye. Peace. What a game.